Welcome back, guys and gals. In the last video, I showed you how you can use private integrations to update a custom value. And our use case was if somebody comes to an opt-in page, we're going to say, hey, there's only 10 spots left. Once they submit that, it's going to update and say now there's only 9 spots left. And it's going to basically subtract 1 each time somebody opts in. And using private integrations and the custom code action inside of the automations, we're able to do that without having to use any additional things like custom fields and things like that. The downside is there's a cost of about 1 cent every time that action is fired. So if you're using this a ton, those costs are going to start to add up. So in this video, I'm going to show you the alternative, and that's using custom fields along with custom values. The downside is those custom fields show on the contact display. This custom value for quantities remaining of an item, it's not specific to any contact. So to me, it just kind of clutters up. It's just a little nitpicky thing. But the upside is it's free. You don't need to have any premium actions. You're not working with any code or things like that. So it's a little easier to set up maybe, and it's free. So in this video, we're going to show you how to do that as an alternative. So let's jump into it. And if you guys are doing any kind of online business or you're thinking about it, you can sign up for ClickHubs using our 14-day free trial link down below. And we'd be happy to see you on the inside. We have an amazing community behind it as well, there to support you 110% of the way. If you're a HighLevel user or you're interested in signing up for HighLevel for agency work, you can use our affiliate link down below, or you can upgrade to the $497 SaaS plan using the link down below as well. And we'll be happy to support you there as well. Our resources, our knowledge, and those kind of things. So if you do that, just reach out to us and let us know that you sign up using our link, and we'll look forward to working with you as well. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you on the other side. So in the last video, we showed you how you could create your own inventory counter. So for the example, we have this here where it might say, hey, there's only 10 spots. And then when somebody submits the page, it might say, great, only 9 spots remaining. And you can use that to have a real-time inventory counter. The way we did it in the last video was only using custom values and using our new private integrations. Private integrations lets you talk to the HighLevel API version 2.0. It's very secure, and it allows you to do some manipulations inside of your account. In our case, update custom values in real time. And then inside of the automations, we use a custom code action, and you can populate these fields here and then just paste this code snippet. So you don't have to touch code at all other than copy and paste, and then just add these keys with the values added here. So we talked about in the last video, the downside to doing this is a premium action, so it costs about a penny every time you execute this. If you're doing it a lot, those costs are going to start to add up. So that's really the only drawback here. There's another way of doing this which uses custom fields along with custom values. That is, for me, it's not really ideal because this data is global data. It's the same for everybody, so it shouldn't be tied specifically to a contact. And so it just kind of clutters up the contact view with unnecessary fields. But the upside is it's free. You don't have to have a premium action here, and you don't have to touch code at all, which again, in this situation, is just copy and paste. You don't have to really touch code anyways. But the fact that it's free may be more of an appeal to some of you guys, especially if you're using this a lot. So in this video, I just want to show you how to do that. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our custom values, and I'm going to go into my test folder, and I'm going to create a new custom value. And I'm just going to call it countdown timer. And then my value, I'm going to start with 30. So we're going to just create that. And you'll see that it's been given a key here, which is custom values.countdown_timer. Next, we're going to add a custom field that we're going to need to use here. So I'm going to add the field here. This is going to be a number field. And so I'm going to go in here, and this is also going to be called countdown timer. We're going to leave this as a contact, and for the group, I've created a folder for miscellaneous items. Since this isn't really related to the contact specifically, I'm just going to tuck this in the miscellaneous folder, and then we're going to save that. So next thing we want to do is go into our funnel builder. And now inside of the funnel builder, we want to go where we want to place our number. So only spots left. So I'm going to just add a space here, and I'm going to type in a curly bracket and select custom values, and then I want to look for our custom value, which is our inventory. What did we call this? Countdown timer. Helps if I remember what we actually called it. Let's go back into our custom values and see what it is. So We call it countdown timer. You could also just copy it from here if you want to do that, if you know what it is. But from here, we can just say countdown timer, and it's going to paste it there, or we could copy and paste from previous. And I'm going to select our Click Hubs red from our brand colors, and then save that. Make sure I got a space after that. And so now if I refresh this page, we should see 30 there. So that's correct. Next thing I want to do is go to our thank you page, and I want to add the custom value there as well, wherever I want to show. So now there are only how many spots available. I'm going to add a space here. Another thing you do is if you highlight an area, you can come in here and you can select it from here as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, scroll down, custom values, and we have countdown timer there as well, and then a space. And then we'll add our color here also. Okay, so now we've got it added to our funnels. The last thing we need to do is create our automations. So I'm going to go back to the home page here, and then let's go into our automation. We want this automation to fire when somebody submits this countdown form test. That's the form we're using. So let's go into automations here. We're going to add a new trigger, which is going to be form is submitted. And then the form add filter, we're going to select form is, because we only want this to happen when this specific form is submitted. So we're going to select our countdown form test here. And then I also like to put here some more details. Countdown form test submitted. So we'll save that. And then next we're going to click the plus here. This is a good place to add tags or add people to opportunities, things like that. For this tutorial, we're going to keep it short. So I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to search for a math operation. And then I'm going to select my field, which is our custom value. And it's going to be our countdown timer. And we want to subtract 1. So when somebody submits this form, we want our countdown timer to go down by 1. And here is why we have to use custom fields, because when we go to update a field, we don't have an option to update custom values here. So we can only update custom fields. So we're going to update our countdown timer and save that. So what happens is this is going to update contact custom field that we've added, and it's going to update it with the number 1 lower than when it first started. And then we have to do one more thing, is we want to also update our custom value again with the new value. And so the custom value is going to be, let's just search here, countdown timer. So you can see it pulls in the current value just for reference. So you know that's 30. And then the new value is going to be, scroll down to custom values here. That's going to be based on the new countdown timer value for the custom field. So countdown timer. So let's just go through this really quickly here. I'm going to save this. So when the form is submitted, and specifically the countdown form test is submitted, it's going to take our custom value, which currently is 30. It's going to subtract 1, and it's going to update the custom field to 29. So in this case, because it's 30 minus 1 is 29. But of course, this is going to do whatever the current number is. And then the next step is it's going to take this 29 and it's going to update the custom value to that number. So we're going to take our countdown timer custom value, which is currently 30, and then it's going to update it to the new number, which would be 29. Simple as that. So we want to make sure to publish this and save. And then if we come in here and refresh our page, let's do a hard refresh, submit our data, we should see this show as 29 on the next page. So there we go. A little bit fast that time, which this can be a problem sometimes. So if this page loads before the automation executes, then that could be a problem. So let's go back and see if that's going to continue to be an issue. Let's try one more time. So it's 29 now. It should hopefully show 28 on the next page. And so yeah, we're getting a bit of a lag here. Unfortunately, this is 28. Typically this doesn't happen. So let's see if there's anything we're missing here. So our math operation, subtract 1, updates our countdown timer. Current value is 30, so let's refresh this page. Yeah, so this executes pretty quickly, but the problem is if the form gets submitted, and so there you can see we're at 28, and this is 28. But if this page submits faster than this automation executes, that is a problem. So let's just come in here and let's just try one more time and see what happens. Yeah, so it's showing 28 here. So the workaround here, normally this works for me, so this is really one of the first times where I've had it happen like this, of course, because I'm recording this video. But the upside is it shows you, let's just see if we can do a quick workaround here for this. So let's add a second custom value, and let's make this second custom value countdown timer. So let's do countdown timer after. Let's see if we can get creative here and use this. So we have countdown timer after. So what I'm doing is I'm going to set this to one number below this. So this is 27 now. Let's set this to 26. And then I'm going to come back into our funnel. I'm going to go to the thank you page. Let's save this. And let's go to the thank you page and let's use our other value. So this is why I ended up using two custom values, and the other one also is because it was just happening too quickly here. So the automation wasn't updating in time for the funnel to load the information. So it was just a little bit too quick. So now we've got our countdown timer after. So let's just come in here and let's update our automations. So let's go back into the automation here, and we're going to update the custom value -1. Let's just copy this one here. So for this one, we're going to select our new countdown timer after, current value, and then we're going to also update this with the new custom field. So let's see if this works. Let's see if this logic works here. So let's go countdown timer, save. And I'm just going to put just a really short delay here just to make sure that this doesn't. So I'm going to do like a 0.1 minute. So we're going to wait 0.1 minutes, just a really short delay. And then, so this is update custom value, and that custom value is timer after. Save that. And this is update custom value timer. All right, let's see if this works here. I'll see how my logic is. So we published that. Let's go back and then see, we've got our custom value now, 27 and 26. Let's refresh the page and just check those numbers. So let's get into our folder here, test values. So 27 and 26. So let's refresh our page. Should say 27 here. Let's submit the form. Hopefully it'll say 26 on the next page. So there's 26. Perfect. And then now if we come in here, refresh the page, let's see if these are updated correctly as well. Should be 26 and 25 now. Let's get in there and hope that that's what we're seeing. So we got 26 and 26. The missing piece here is we need another math operation. So let's just open this up, and this is for timer. And then let's copy this action down here. And then let's see if this works. This is timer after. Select field. We want to update. This is our custom value timer after. And then we're still going to have to update the custom field here. We could create another custom field for this, which probably would make more sense, but let's just see if this works as well. So let's just try this one more time. So now we got 26 and 26. That's not what we want. So let's update this custom value to 25. And then this should be 26 here now. Let's see if this works. Okay, 26. Let's see if it shows 25 on the thank you page. First of all, that's correct. And then, so this is 26, 25. Now let's refresh the page and see if that updated correctly. 25, 24. So that seems to be working. I would definitely test this. You might want to create another custom field for after. And again, the only reason that I'm doing this is because this was updating faster than the automation by just a fraction of a second, and so it wasn't updating. So let's just try another time and see. Now this should say 25. If we fill this out, hopefully it'll say 24 on the next page. So that seems to be working. And then if we refresh this here, it should say 24, 23, hopefully. So we have a wait step in there, just a brief wait step. I guess if somebody came in just during that exact specific time, it could throw this off. So who knows, but this seems to be working fine. And so let's just give it one last shot here and see. It should say 24 now. And then let's just try it one more time. 23. And again, this is not really mission critical if the number's off a little bit, but I think this is probably a little bit more of a fail-proof system. 23, 22 seems to be working. So using the 2 custom values seems to be working. And again, what we did was we just created a math operation for the timer to increment that custom value down by 1. Have a short wait in here, 0.1 minutes. And then we added another math operation for the timer after custom value to decrease that by 1. And that's what's showing on our thank you page. So hopefully those will always sync up. And then if you're going to use emails and things like that, you can use this custom value here safely. So hopefully that's helpful. You may not need to add the second custom value, but for me, it was just loading too fast. And so this wasn't accurate. And just having the 2 custom values is probably the way to do it. So I'm glad I could walk you through this, and you could see, sometimes when you're building these out, unexpected things happen, but that's why it's really important to test everything. And I believe this works, but I would definitely recommend testing it more thoroughly if you're going to be implementing this. All right, guys and gals, that's it. So I'm really happy that I could show you an alternative way to set an increment counter, so that when you sell a product, it's going to decrease that by 1. It's going to immediately show that to your users. And that way you can have scarcity displayed on your websites, emails, and things like that. And so this is just an alternative way to do it. Again, this one is free, but it does add a little bit to your contacts, which personally I don't like. And so it's just really a preference, but I wanted to give you the option to choose which way is easier for you and which way is better for you. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our ClickHubs channel, please click that subscribe link and click the bell so you'll be notified. We add videos regularly that are helpful for not only our ClickHubs members, but also the HighLevel community as well. And if you are a HighLevel user or want to be a HighLevel user, you can sign up to HighLevel using our link down below. They also have a 14-day free trial. And if you upgrade to the $497 plan using our affiliate link, we'll be more than happy to support you as much as we can, share our knowledge and resources with you as well. And if you're a personal user, a business user, you can sign up for a ClickHubs 14-day free trial down below as well. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.